What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you my daily pet care routine. I just got into my pet room here, got ready for the day, and came in, and now we are going to start the day with all of them. Alright, so the first thing I do when I get in here is let the ferrets out. Where are they? Let the ferrets out behind me here and make sure they have fresh food and water, as well as their 2 mats in their cage need to be cleaned out every day. So let's start with them. So we'll start with them over here. Hey, puppy. Oh, it's like hard to hold the camera. Okay, ignore the red lighting. I have a greenhouse right behind me that has bright red lights. So here we have their cage. You can see this mat needs to be changed out. We'll give them some fresh food and water. Up top here we have another mat. And then some more food and water. And as soon as I opened the door, Sid came right out. So we'll say hi to Sid. Hey, Sid. So as you can see, they're also very messy eaters. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down these levels as well to get all the extra food off. Look who woke up. Hey, girl. Hey, don't worry, all of this stuff is fake fur in here for them. Hi, but it's nice and fuzzy, so they like it. Good morning. Good morning, girl. How are you? Good morning. Right, and depending on the weather, I also like to open up the windows as much as possible back here, just to try to let all the air circulate throughout here during the day, especially now that the weather is warming up. So I also just check on their mats that are in the corners there. I think I just did them last night because they're both clean, so we'll leave those for the day and check on them tonight. I also keep a whiteboard where I keep track of all my animals and when they got fed last, other than the cat and the ferrets that get fed every day, as well as Petunia, my hedgehog. But looking at this, we do want to feed Lola today. She is my little corn snake. So I'll go take out a mouse for her and then we could feed her tonight. And once I'm done with all the bigger animals, I go over to my tarantula here and my springtails and just make sure they have enough water. And sometimes, depending on when it is in the week, I'll sprinkle a little springtail food. You can hear the ferrets playing. Hey, you guys, I'm trying to record. They're playing right now. There's a lot of ferret playing throughout the day, especially now that I haven't been working for a little while. So they do that. All right, but I'll go check on these springtails and my tarantula and make sure they both have water and that their enclosures are all right. And then maybe feed the springtails. And I just fed Dennis, my tarantula, not too long ago, so he won't eat today. All right, so I'm gonna go check on my tarantula and the springtails and see how they're doing. So you see I have them both here. This is Dennis slash Denise. My little tarantula in there. Oh, you can see him right up there. Hey, you doing all right? So he's doing well, doing a lot of webbing lately. And here we have my springtails. So I added a water dish. I swear it was the best thing I've ever done. I've always seen that they always congregate around the water dish in Lola's enclosure. So I put one in here, and that probably won't focus well. But I have so many springtails now, I'm so excited. So that's pretty much it for the morning pet routine here. Typically at some point during the day I would go to work, but due to everything going on right now, no work, just staying home. So there'll just be a lot of playing with the ferrets and the cat until tonight when we do the rest of my pet routine. Cat is sitting watching these birds. All right, so we're back now. As you can tell by outside, it is now nighttime, so I'm going to continue with my pet routine at night, what we continue to do before bed. So I'm gonna start with feeding Lola here. We left out a mouse for her earlier because she's due to eat. So we'll feed her and turn off her light. And spray down Leo again, his enclosure, to keep his humidity up, as well as, I'm sorry, you could probably hear the ferrets rustling below. We're gonna be putting them back in their cage and feeding and getting fresh water for Petunia, and then feeding Cat, and I think that's it.